today's news, inclement weather continued to impact the British Virgin Islands. Weather prompts closure of public schools, civil service and businesses impacted by weather. RYMER assesses damage caused by flooding. Work is being done to prepare 4th District. WALWYN calls out government following recent rain. And the BVI Red Cross celebrates week of activities. Well, viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacoast Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though.
Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome, viewers, to the Wednesday, May 8th, 2024 edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Leading today's news, the Department of Disaster Management urged residents of the Virgin Islands to exercise caution this morning as another band of heavy showers moved over the territory, affecting several areas. Residents were advised to avoid unnecessary travel if the showers became intense, as the DDM asked residents to refrain from using roads and stay away from areas that have the potential for excess runoff. Also, authorities on Virgin Gorda urge residents and visitors to avoid a roadway between North Sound and Valley due to the severe flood damage and erosion that made the route hazardous. But the Ministry of Communications and Works issued a travel warning early this morning after assessing the impacts of recent heavy rains in the area. Photos in circulation from the scene showed significant washouts and undercutting of the road from floodwaters. Large debris piles and mud covered portions of the road. The ministry officials say limited to no travel was recommended along the affected stretch until and I quote, all clear was given and repairs made. The ministry has recommended actions for the public, including avoiding the flooded and eroded section between North Town and Valley altogether, monitoring news and official communications for updates, planning alternative routes if travel is essential, and exercising extreme vigilance if driving through unavoidably. Well, in response to the inclement weather that continued to batter the British Virgin Islands, all public schools remained closed today, Wednesday, May 8th. The decision, communicated by the Ministry of Education in a public announcement, was aimed at prioritizing the safety and well-being of both students and staff members amid challenging weather conditions. But the Ministry of Education underscored the necessity of the closure, citing forecasts indicating a high likelihood of showers with a 70% chance of precipitation. In lieu of in-person classes, the Ministry of Education assured the public that teachers facilitated lessons and issue assignments via online platforms. But the H. Lavity Stout Community College also announced the closure of its campuses on Tortola and Virgin Gorda, with staff and students urged to remain at home while the essential staff reported to the campus. As the weather conditions are monitored closely, updates regarding the reopening of schools will be communicated to the public in due course. Well, several civil and commercial operations were also put on pause in the aftermath of heavy rains and flooding. The Terrence B. Lettsome International Airport resumed operations after a brief suspension this morning due to poor visibility. In the banking sector, banks across the territory remain closed today. The BVI Bank Association made the announcement this morning, informing the public that all of the closures due to its high regard of safety. With closure of public schools, the Caribbean Examination Council notified the public that examinations that were scheduled for today, Wednesday, 8th May, were cancelled due to inclement weather conditions. OCSC has ensured that accommodations will be made for candidates who had examinations scheduled for today. Also affected by the weather was government offices, which offered reduced services throughout the day. But this morning, the streets of Road Tongue saw a notable figure taking action amidst the aftermath of severe weather that swept across Tortola. The Honorable RYMER, Minister of Communication and Works, ventured into the affected communities to conduct a first-hand assessment of the damage caused by the inclement weather that battered the territory. But despite the challenges posed by the adverse weather conditions, Minister RYMER's resolve to engage directly with the affected communities remains unwavering. Speaking through GIS channels during his assessment, Minister RYMER explained that he had opted to wait for the bulk of the bad weather to subside before completing his assessment on the total damage.
Well, we're out here on site with the whole entire team, water and sewage, the public works department, staff, just doing our assessment in the aftermath of the rain. I mean, it's still drizzling right now, but this is one of the first areas that flooded, so we're just doing an assessment to see what is happening here. Right now we are seeing the field a bit filled with debris, and after the rains we will definitely get out to each and every district to make sure and do the post cleanup.
Expressing empathy by those impacted by the floods, Minister RYMER assured residents that assistance would be forthcoming from the Ministry of Communication and Works. He emphasized that the government stands ready to provide support and aid to individuals and families affected by the recent weather-related events, particularly in cases where assistance is deemed applicable.
So we are here, encouraging persons to stay home, stay off the roads if they do not need to be out on the road. And while public works go and do their assessment, we see mudslides, we see the hillsides, including in certain places. So most definitely I encourage persons to stay home. If you don't need to be on the street, stay home, stay safe. Let us go out there and do our assessment and make sure that our roadways are safe for persons to traverse. Also, we know that we had some persons that were flooded. We empathize with those persons, and whatever assistance that can be given from our standpoint, we will definitely try to help. Okay.
Well, up next, viewers, more news from across the British Virgin Islands.
Vibe! Alright! Money! Voice! Baby, yeah. Road TV! Meeting in my bed, Alkaline! You know, see some we are create waves like the ocean, yeah. Freddie Jackson. All my ladies. Gramps Morgan.
Feels like heaven surrounds me.
And more. The 24th, 25th, and 26th of May 2024. The Virgin Islands Music Festival. 60 beats, one vibe.
For more information, visit virginislandsmusicfestival.com.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby! I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome back, viewers. District 4 Representative Honorable Luz Hodge-Smith, in an invited comment, addressed the effects of the recent rainfall to District 4. Hodge-Smith said work is being continuously done to ensure guts and drains are cleared.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to greet the residents and businesses of District 4 as their district representative, Luz Hodge-Smith, just to give an update of the situation because of the heavy showers from yesterday and today, this morning. It seems like the sun is coming out this morning, which is really good. Yesterday, of course, we were surprised by the showers, heavy showers that caused the flooding in all over, but in particularly it was more aggressive in the Rotown area because of the many guts that come from the hills between the 4th District and the 5th District, and they all coming down into one area. Most of them are coming down through the gut that is close to the Super Value supermarket. We are aware of this issue. We've talked about these issues before, especially when Felipe took place. We made a conscious effort to have all the guts and the drains cleaned after Felipe. And I think this was able to help to recede the waters after a while. It didn't take that long from what I observed and what I noticed, that the waters were able to recede shortly after it came down.
Additionally, Hodge-Smith shared she will be coming to the district with additional information. A scheduled town hall meeting scheduled for today has been postponed due to the inclement weather.
So the problem is the guts coming down, and it's all accumulating in the same area. So we definitely need to look at that area a little bit more and see how we can get the water to flow out a little bit more faster. We do have in the budget for this year some funds to deal with the gut at the Super Value area, so that we can get rid of some of the sediment that is settled there over the years. So we'll be working on that project very shortly, costing it and putting it out to bid and get the works very done very soon. So what I would like to say though right now is to, for the businesses and the residents of the district and those who work and do business in the town area, to be careful, be extra cautious, drive safely, and of course be safely if you have to walk on the roads. And today I did have a town meeting planned for this evening at 5:30 at the Elmo Stout High School, but due to the weather we have postponed this meeting, and we will set another date and we'll let the public know when we have this date. Of course the district Rotown, because of its all the businesses and people do business in town, it's everybody's business. So we'll be coming back very shortly with some additional information on how we're going to be moving forward to help to mitigate some of the issues that we're having in the Rotown area. Be safe.
Well, in related news, in an invited comment, 6th District Representative Honorable Myron WALWYN shared how District 6 fared during the recent flash floods. WALWYN said the recent rains have once again highlighted the failing infrastructure in the territory. He implored the government to seek loans to help address the issues.
The recent rains have once again highlighted the failing infrastructure of the entire Virgin Islands pretty much. And it also brings again into focus that monumental blunder that was made by the government not to accept that $400 million loan guarantee by the British government. I urge the government to move swiftly to secure loans or secure the funding to address the issues facing this country. District 6 in particular, I've always said and I've been saying, has some of the worst roads in this country. I've been in constant contact with the Minister of Communication and Works. He promised me this week that road patching works would have started. I can understand now that will be delayed because of the rain. But I expect immediately after the rain has held up that work will start in District 6 as promised. We have to look at a lot of roads. We have to look at a lot of drain issues. We have to look at flooding issues that people are having at their homes and so on. There's a lot that needs to be done in District 6 and in the entire Virgin Islands as well in relation to road infrastructure, drainage and other things.
Additionally, Honorable WALWYN addressed the rated program which has seemingly been halted, which he believes would have addressed the cleaning of guts and other road works. He also lamented that it is not too late to cancel the government-funded Music Fest and use the funds to fix the failing infrastructure.
The other issue that we have is that we are now in the 5th month of the year and the government's rated program has not started. The rated program, persons who were enrolled in that program were employed in various areas, including cleaning drains and guts and so on, which are very, very important. The drains were not cleaned for a long time and they're all blocked up, the drains and the guts. And so I want to urge the government to deploy the resources of the country in the right places. It's not too late. It's not too late to call off this Music Fest that will not yield anything to us and deploy that funding in the areas that it is needed. As we have seen now, road infrastructure, cleaning drains, doing those sort of things to save lives and save property will take precedence over a party any day, or should take precedence. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage the Premier to have the courage to change course and put the resources of the country where it needs to go.
The British Virgin Islands Red Cross is observing Red Cross Week from May 6th to 12th, 2024 with a series of activities. Director of the BVI Red Cross, Ms. Stacey Lloyd, recently spoke with 284 Media's Ron Grant about the week of activities as well as the mandate and mission of the longest-standing non-profit.
So the British Virgin Islands Red Cross, founded in 1956, has an auxiliary role to the government. What does that mean? So we have a obligation, or a legal obligation more or less, to support the government when it comes to humanitarian causes or needs. The two specific departments that we support is the Department of Disaster Management as well as the Social Development Department. Other than that, outside of our auxiliary role, we provide humanitarian services to vulnerable persons, but most importantly, we are there before, during, and after any type of major crisis or disasters. So, of course, we're in a hurricane-prone area, so more than likely, when you will see Red Cross in action is in the event of major flooding, hurricanes. Then we're out and about and we're providing cleanup assistance, medical assistance, food, any type of humanitarian need that arises out of a disaster.
Director Lloyd also highlighted the various services offered by the BVI Red Cross.
Psychosocial counseling. So this is something that is around the mental health arena. So anyone who has needs to speak to someone, they can come to our offices and they can speak with a trained volunteer staff. We provide meals, we provide cash assistance to vulnerable persons in the community once they reach the criteria. But it's also important to note that we work with social development when it comes to areas like that. Of course, first aid, CPR, and AED training, that's one of our biggest services. So we train persons on how to save a life. We also have a thrift shop. Our thrift shop is mainly for the vulnerable population. So if somebody comes out of prison, of course, recently we've been having an influx of refugees or migrants that come into the territory illegally. We provide them with clothing or anything that they need to live daily. Additionally, we have a conference room that persons or groups can rent. We also do medical equipment rentals. So if you need a medical bed, crutches, any type of medical equipment, you can rent it from the BVI Red Cross at a very minimal price. Additionally, we do event coverage. So for instance, we all know the Music Fest is coming up. The Red Cross provides first responder services for large crowds because anything can happen. So we're there to offer assistance in the event of any type of medical needs arises.
The support of the public is crucial in the execution of services by the BVI Red Cross. Lloyd spoke on how the community can continue to support the Red Cross and its mandate of service.
So the BVI Red Cross cannot do what we do without the assistance of the community. So our volunteer is our first base. So these are persons who volunteer their time, their skills, their energy to support our vision and our mission of helping the most vulnerable in the community. And we thank them every day, and we can't do what we do without them. But additionally, of course, we need to have cash. And so we always looking for creative ways to fundraise. But if persons are interested in donating to our cause, you can do so by coming to our branch or visiting our website at www.redcross.bg. And if you go to the donation page, there's different ways that you can donate through PayPal, wire transfer. Of course, you can come to the branch and you can donate a cash or check. But we cannot do what we do without the support of the community, which we have had tremendous support over the years. But it's not like it was before. I always tell people, although we are the oldest nonprofit or the first nonprofit in the BVI, it's not like that anymore. There's a lot more nonprofits that's around, different foundations. So we're all competing for donation from the public. So we're always looking for persons to volunteer and, of course, provide cash donation.
For the full interview, viewers, visit all Twit4 media platforms. Up next, recent bomb threats linked to case of Americans in Turks and Caicos Islands and CIBONEY crowned champions of the 2024 Primary School Foreign Language Bowl.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacoast Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Why? This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What's your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The recent bomb threat made at the Terrence B. Lettsome International Airport is among a wave of bomb threats disrupting the airports across the Caribbean, and is believed to be connected to the case of 4 Americans charged in Turks and Caicos for ammunition possession. The families of Michael Lee Evans, Brian Hagerich, Tyler Scott Renrich, and Ryan Tyler Watson insist the men were, and I quote, unjustly detained, end quote, after being charged recently for collectively carrying 33 rounds of ammunition to the islands, which have strict laws prohibiting such actions without a license. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the operations of the several regional airports were disrupted by a series of emailed bomb threats over the past week and a half. Airports in Bermuda, Anguilla, the British Virgin Islands, and the Turks and Caicos Islands have all been affected. One of the emails seen by 284 Media has named the 4 men mentioned, highlighting their detention as the focus of the orchestrators of the threats to the British overseas territories. The plot appears to be an attempt to circumvent the legal recourse the men face for breaking TCI immigration law. The threats began in April in Turks and Caicos, where a total of 4 separate bomb scares disrupted both the Provincials and Grand Turks airports over several days before being deemed hoaxes. While no actual explosive devices were found in any of the incidents, the bomb scares caused significant disruption and delays and inconvenience to the passengers and airport staff across the Caribbean. Officials said the menacing emails appeared intended to create chaos and disrupt airport operations. But this, according to the email, seems correct. The email's author taunts authorities acknowledging the losses and inconvenience caused to the airport, airlines, and passengers. An investigation is ongoing as authorities collaborate to identify those responsible for the threats, which Turks and Caicos officials condemn as unacceptable disruptions. And moving on to our final story, viewers, where CIBONEY School of Excellence emerged victorious in the highly anticipated 2024 Primary School Foreign Language Bowl, securing the coveted title of champions in a fiercely competitive contest. More in this report. The Primary School Foreign Language Bowl, held every other year, serves as a platform to promote Spanish as a second language among grade 4 to 6 students. It aims to enhance student fluency and diction in Spanish while providing them with the opportunity to showcase their knowledge of Spanish culture, thereby instilling confidence in speaking a second language. Competing against 13 other schools, CIBONEY School of Excellence showcased exceptional linguistic skills and cultural knowledge to claim the top spot in the competition. The trio of Marley Nape, Sharif Kadura, and Atara Kendall impressed the judges with their impeccable spelling, accurate translation, and profound understanding of the Spanish language and culture. Robinson O'Neill Memorial Primary School secured the position of runners-up after a tense tiebreaker for second and third place, with Cedar International School rounding up the top 3 positions. Here's a look at CIBONEY's performance.
Your word is sábado. Sábado.
Sábado. S-A con tilde B-A-D-O. Sábado.
Correcto. Your word is hermano. Hermano.
Hermano. H-E-R-M-A-N-O. Hermano.
Correcto.
La fiesta es a las 4. La fiesta es a las 4.
The party is at 4.
That is correct. My bedroom is clean. My bedroom is clean.
Mi dormitorio
está limpio.
That is correct.
Lima is the capital of which country?
Peru.
Correcto. Where is Equatorial Guinea located?
Africa.
Correcto.
As the primary division concludes, the excitement continues with the secondary division. Schools will once again go head-to-head in a series of challenges, including spelling, translation, and general knowledge in both Spanish and French languages. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media, as well as follow us on our WhatsApp channel for the latest updates. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.